High Priestess Jamila. Hello to the viewers of this channel. Here to do some twin flame runners reading. Okay, the question is your twin flame running? And just general advice on that. Okay. If you guys want personal and confidential readings, for authentic readings, you guys visit my website. I am not accepting Cashapp today or Venmo, but you guys definitely can visit my website. You can either check out with your PayPal or either you can check out with your credit or debit card on the website. Okay. So just briefly, twin flame running. When your twin is running from the connection, typically they are running because of fear. Twin flames typically do have a purpose. Depends on what the purpose is. And so, depending on what the purpose of the twin flame connection is, will depend on the running, okay, and the style of running. All right. So, visit my website. The link is below. And I'm going to get started. Okay. I'll be using my tiny deck because it is small and I like using this small deck. We're going to call the St. Michael for protection. Spirit guides and ancestors, guardian angels, ascended masters. Okay, we want to read twin flame runners for each sign, spirits, for November 2021. Just what messages in general do you have for, we're going to go in zodiac order. I will try to put the timestamps in the comment section. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. What messages do you have for November of 2021? All right, let's take a look and see what's going on with general messages. If a court card comes up, this typically will represent a karmic, which is a negative outside influence. All right. So we're going to start with the Aries. Aries, you guys got the Seven of Cups in the upright position. So your twin flame seems to be very confused about love. The connection is very triggering. The connection between you and your twin is triggering a lot of unresolved emotions that are coming to the surface that they need to release themselves from. This is fear, but then again, it's also self-doubt and being taught something totally different from love. Okay, they were taught they have to let go of what they have been taught. So if you are an Aries and you have a twin flame that is running, they are chasing after something else that is going to end up being something that is more so of an illusion. Okay. And they just can't seem to, they can't, it seems like to me that they have a different idea of love that they have been taught. Okay. And then also, they're not necessarily understanding the unconditional love that comes with the twin flame connection. Okay. And this may have a lot to do with the way that you look, the way that they look, the way that they look at love. It's like it's totally like your twin flame may be talking about getting some kind of plastic surgery to change the way that they look, because for some reason they've been taught that you have to look a certain way to experience love. And then also there may be some indoctrinated beliefs that have to do with the way that a person looks, and who's deserving of real love, and just the illusions that is being created around that. I do feel as though, from what I can sense, is that eventually they're going to get over that, but it's definitely the Seven of Cups does indicate that there is going to be a long road of recovery from all of these illusions. Okay. And I feel like for the Aries, there's a significant amount of pain. Being separated from your twin flame is extremely painful. It is. It's extremely painful. And you may be thinking that other things have something to do with your pain, but it's because of this. Something that you'll want to start working on healing as an individual, because they're doing their individual healing at the same time. Okay. Now, I do feel like during the month of November, there is going to be a back and forth and an in and out. Okay. Them coming back, them not understanding why they're coming back. They don't understand why. They're trying to figure this out. Why am I drawn to Aries? And they'll figure it out. A lot of y'all Aries, is indicated by the cards. This person is either a water sign that we're talking about, or it could be a fire energy. Okay. So I do feel that things are kind of in limbo emotionally. And narcissism is hurting everybody. Narcissistic beliefs is hurting everybody right now. So you're not alone in this, Aries. Okay. Now we got the Taurus. Y'all twin flame, the Eight of Cups comes up as to why they are running. Um, they need to walk away from either negative people, negative outside influences, or they need to emotionally heal from childhood trauma, which is mainly centered around an absent parent. Whether or not they were in the home or not, this parent was absent. There wasn't a whole lot of affection that was shown. So they have a tendency to have an issue with showing affection. And so there's definitely a lot of love there, but they can't really handle it because they're hurt. There may also be some emotional abuse specifically that is driving their running. And so I feel like the relationship replicated this abuse. Okay, you're either dealing with a water sign or either a fire sign. There may twin flames will often replicate the trauma that they've seen or either they're dealing with, and this is how twin flames heal each other. Okay, so that's why they're doing that. It's almost like having to experience an experience so that you can learn from it and so that you can heal from it. Okay, so they seem to be running from the connection. But I do feel that for Tauruses, whether or not you are a Taurus sun, Taurus rising, you can also look at your, if the reading doesn't resonate, you can look at your rising moon or either Venus for these readings. They do seem to be running back to you this month. Okay. And I do feel that emotional healing is going to be obvious in the situation. Um, However, I do feel that they do seem to have quite a bit of emotional detachment. Twin flame relationships are not perfect. They're not. They're not going to be perfect. There's going to be all sorts of problems. And it's just, it is what it is. Okay. But I do see them walking away from negative situations, and the outside influences in the situation have made the connection between the two of you negative, but God always brings the twin flames back together. Okay. Spirit wants you to know, just be careful with thinking that be careful with thinking that a false person is your twin flame. Okay, and there are many, many signs of having a false twin flame. Okay. All right, Gemini, y'all got the Chariot in the reverse position. A lot of Geminis are either dealing with water or fire as their twin. The problem with this person is that they're questioning their sexuality. Okay. They're questioning their sexuality is what I can sense a lot, is that they may be confused about their sexuality. This happens a lot. I've actually did readings for twin flames who um, went through certain hurts and pains in their life. And so they saw alternative sexual things like bisexuality, LGBT. They saw that as a way to escape from pain that was caused by previous relationships. Um, but then when they discovered you, they realized that, you know, that they were wrong. And it's okay to be wrong about your sexuality. It's okay. But they're dealing with this, Gemini. They're dealing with this because it's they don't want to appear to be unstable, but it's a choice that it's not a permanent choice. So I feel like a lot of you Geminis are dealing with a twin flame that is running from the situation because they may be feeling like they're LGBT. And it's probably going to take them a while to figure out that, because typically twin flame relationships are divine masculine and divine feminine. It's hardly ever the same sex. I have to be honest. It's hardly ever the same sex. It's not to say that it can't happen, but in your case specifically, there seems to have been, and then also I feel as though there's a lot of obstacles, such as, feeling stuck, not being able to get to you is what I can sense, not being able to reach you. Um, More so physical, actually physically not being able to get to your location, Gemini. Okay. Okay. All right. One thing that I can see is that for the Geminis, I do feel as though the relationship is really, really regressed. During the month of November, I feel like it's this back and forth, back and forth. They're coming in and out. They're coming in and out. They may be trying to contact you or reach you in other ways. They may seem weird, like they're trying to troll you or something. They may be contacting you from like troll accounts or something, or they want to communicate, but they can't seem to move forward. Also, I feel like there is a decision. There's a decision that they seem to be making, which kind of makes it seem like it's not real. But then again, most of what we have been taught about relationships have been narcissistic. Most of what we know about relationships have been all about validation, but not actually a real emotional connection. So they are having trouble emotionally connecting. Also, they're having trouble with the emotional connection because of past trauma. Okay. Cancer, y'all got the Prince of Wands in the reverse position. This is a direct outside influence that is causing obstacles in the relationship. There are fire sign, in particular, possibly a Sagittarius is coming up right beneath you. It could be a earth sign with some fire in their chart. A very dominating energy that has identity issues. This is somebody that wants the power structure of the twin flame dynamic, but they keep getting denied access. Okay, they just want the power. Twin flame connections are extremely powerful, extremely. The energy that you produce between the two of you every single day is very powerful. This person just wants the power of it. Okay, they want the energy. This may even be an energy vampire. Okay, you need to seek some kind of help for this person, whoever this is. You need to seek help for this person. Okay, because what I can feel is that this person definitely is because outside influences, they always affect twin flame relationships. They do. And the sensitivity in nature of the dynamic is what this person takes advantage of. So this is a direct outside influence on the situation. I do feel as though with the Prince of Wands coming up, that there's possibly not much communication from this person, because of the domineering nature of this other person. And it's all about using the power, but it's when you have twin flames, nobody can benefit from that energy except for you and your twin. Okay, keep in mind that twin flame relationships are relationships that are ordained by God. I do also feel as though this could possibly be an ex or either someone that is interested, but again, they're very disingenuous. Okay, so for the cancers, I feel like there's not going to be a lot of communication, or a lot of physical connection, that it's going to sort of all be on a spiritual level. Okay, it's going to be more so on a spiritual level, to where this month I feel like it's going to be a period of dealing with whoever this outside influence that does not accept the relationship. Okay, they just can't accept it. For some reason, it hurts them too much, but mainly what it hurts is their ego. Okay, this is a very egotistical person that, sees love as more so a dominating factor. Now, Cancer, this may be manifesting in your twin too. But looking forward to what's coming up, what I can sense is that they are drawn to you. They cannot stay away from you. This is for every twin flame connection. There and just to let you know, I can feel this person, whoever this is, they're very polyamorous. They keep coming with you with this, oh, there needs to be extra partners. There needs to be more sex with other people. That's not true. This person is totally lost and totally confused. Okay? This person believes in multiple partners, whoever this is. Okay? Thank you, Zanetta. Thank you. They believe in multiple partners, which it totally doesn't have any place in twin flame relationships. It doesn't. Multiple partners does not. So, um, this person is in the reverse position. I do see this person energetically losing their grip on the situation this month as well. Okay. So, but I feel like it's going to be all about this longing and this wanting to be close to you with your twin. But they just can't because they are confused and they're even absorbing a lot of this person's confusion, which can happen. It can happen. Be careful to not call them weak-minded, even though twins talk to each other just like they talk. When twins communicate, they don't hold back with their communication. They don't, whether or not it's negative, indifferent, or unreal. It's this thing to where you don't have to walk on eggshells. You can be very honest about how you're feeling in that moment. But I do see the two of you coming together, but I'm just not sensing when. Maybe sometime around um, December, but it could be going all the way up to March of February, March of 2022. Okay, with hardly any communication physically or hardly any physical contact. Okay, Leos, y'all got the Page of Pentacles in the upright position. So, what I can see for the Leos is that one of the reasons why they're running has a lot to do with their financial situation, may even some financial codependency. The Page of Pentacles is definitely an outside influence. Okay, definitely an outside influence comes up with the Page of Pentacles that seems to be manipulating the situation, but not for long. Not for long. This person won't be able to manipulate the situation for too much longer. Okay. And so, what I can sense is this month getting this confirmation all the time in these signs, not only getting confirmation from them, but then also getting confirmation from your spirit guides. Because when twin flames come together, this is where okay, so you want to know the reason for the outside influences is because people recognize and they feel the power of the connection, and a lot of people that have not came into their own twin flame, they want to control the situation. They want to now harness that power. So again, Leo, this is another person that wants to harness the power and the energy of the connection. Okay. But I do see your twin flame, Leo, possibly contacting you and letting you know that, they are ready. But they're going to let you know in so many ways. It's almost like they're communicating with you without actually saying it, speaking in code to each other. Twin flames typically will have a code of communication, okay, between each other. And I feel like they're gonna make contact with you and let you know that they are either planning on making a commitment to the situation, Because at the same time, what this Page of Pentacles is telling me in this deck comes up as Merlin is that a lot of you Leos have been taking a lot of action in the situation. By the way, I think that the Cancers haven't really taken much action, and neither have the Geminis, okay? You know, outside influences do require action to be taken against them. They do. Can y'all hit the thumbs up, please? Thank you. Appreciate it. So I feel like things that you have asked the universe to manifest between you and your twin are definitely going to come into fruition this month, okay? Moving on to the Virgos. Y'all got the Six of Swords in the upright position. So Virgos are going to experience a reunion this month with their twin flame. Okay, whether or not it lasts or not is not anybody's business. But I feel like the Six of Swords definitely represent a lasting reunion that is going to be more so positive. I feel like a lot of you guys have went through a very dark period with your twin. And so Six of Swords indicates to me a reunion and moving past a lot of the negativity. And I feel like a lot of you Virgos have been asking the universe, can we please just forget about all of the negative? You know what I'm saying? Like you've been asking for just the mental anguish and the memory of all of the negative things that have been false. A lot of the negativity between you and your twin have been false. Okay, for everybody. It's just false. False indoctrination, false beliefs, lies, things that aren't even real. This month is going to be a moving past that. Okay, and for the cross watchers, if you see progression and you're an outside influence, it is nothing that you can do about it. Nothing. The reason why is because it is not your call. Okay. In fact, a lot of people like to feel that they are more powerful than God because they felt that they were manipulating the situation when in reality you and your twin was just working out things that were between the two of you. But there are some people that wanted to be delusional enough to believe that this is their power over the situation when it wasn't. Okay, it's all in divine timing. Okay. Moving on to the Libras. Y'all got the Five of Wands in the reverse position. I feel that there are a considerable amount of outside influences, but Libra, you give these outside influences power over you. That's exactly what you do. You allow these outside influences to bring conflict to your twin flame union. And so I feel like this month it's really for the Libras. The twin is going to continue running. It looks like they're either fire or water, possibly. They're going to continue running from the situation, and it is because you can't necessarily right or wrong. Then also what I can sense is that your pride gets in the way. Okay, your pride, you know, you want to consistently keep up this charade which doesn't actually exist. So you're allowing the outside influences to interfere with your twin flame, and that's why this month there seems to be a lot of blockages, a lot of arguments, a lot of discord. Okay. And then also you can tell that there's a denial of this person. You know, you're in denial about the situation big time. Okay. Also, another thing that Spirit is telling me for the Libras is that you gotta find better friends. Please find better friends, Libra. Please find better associates, better people to be associated with. Okay, stop seeking acceptance from people that are never going to really accept you. They're not going to accept you. They're not. Okay. Scorpios, y'all got the Queen of Wands and she's in the reverse position. So this is like the Queen of Spades. She is a very manipulative outside influence that um, is connected to either you or your twin flame, that again wants to dominate and control the situation energetically. Now, what I do feel is that this person does seem to be giving up this month. I feel like I feel like they're going to walk away. They're going to finally walk away and say, I can't do this. They getting tired. They tired. If your outside influence is in the reverse position, that means that they're tired. Because what they're fighting against is not necessarily love. It's not even necessarily that they're fighting with you and your twin. They're fighting with God. God keeps reuniting you with this person. You know, the universe and God keeps bringing you back together. Okay, so this person is they're gonna essentially let go and let God, this month. Okay. What you need to do is release the anger that you feel, because the problems between you and your twin had nothing to do with this person. They just wanted to take credit for it. They wanted to take credit so that they could appear to be powerful. They had nothing to do with that. You and your twin typically have a past life regression that you're dealing with, has nothing to do with these outside influences. So they were kind of piggybacking off of the situation is what they were doing. This person is probably fire or either water. Okay. Sagittarius, what I can see is that your twin flame is either fire energy, in particular, another Sagittarius, or it could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. I can see a new beginning coming up with the Ace of Wands. I feel like it's a discovery of the energy between the two of you. A lot of you Sagittariuses are feeling very down. You're feeling like your energy is just really, or either maybe this could have already happened and it's happening synchronized. You can definitely see that it's synchronized with this chariot above y'all in the reverse position. Um, Basically, what the discovery in November is going to be is the fact that the relationship energizes you. A lot of you guys are thinking, "Oh, this is draining." That's not what has been happening. Okay, what's happening in the situation is that your connection with that person actually invigorates you, which is what happens. That's why twin flames have to continuously come back into union so that they can recharge each other. A lot of people are trying to base it on outside influences, want to come and tell you that your twin flame is a narcissist, and that they're no good and that it's never going to be right. But it has nothing to do with narcissism, or either narcissistic supply has nothing to do with it. This is a huge confusion. Narcissism only affects twin flames on a false level. Okay. So, whereas you're going to discover, instead of the twin draining you, you're going to realize the positive and how they complete your life, how it completes you, and not more so how it depletes you. Because this has all been something that has been a game. It's been a negative subconscious blockage that has been put into your head by many, many outside influences. Okay. Capricorn, y'all got the Hanged Man. It is in the reverse position. A lot of you Cappies have been dealing with a twin flame runner that has been running to the extreme on a major level. Um, in fact, there's a lot of distance between the two of you. When that distance happens, this is when they're going to discover they've discovered it, because a lot of y'all Cappies, your twin flame is kind of moved away from you. Okay, they moved away. or something. Their location is different, because they had to realize that they can't be without you. So they're in a different location, but they're realizing, what did I do? So that's why they're in the reverse position, because they're back on their feet. Another reason why they had to move away is because they had to get away from family. They had to get away from a very controlling family unit, a very codependent family dynamic. And once they were able to get away and clear themselves, that's why they have the clarity. So they're definitely back on their feet financially and in every other way. And they should be contacting you this month and letting you know that. Okay. If there isn't actual physical distance, then there was a spiritual and mental distance that is going to be filled. There was a void that's definitely going to be filled between the two of you this month. Okay. Only because the hangman is in the reverse position. If it were upright, then the person would still be upside down. Now they're right side up. Okay. Okay. Aquarius, y'all got the moon in the reverse position. So Aquarius, what I can sense is that this is either their mother or their baby mother, or either some other type of dark energy that seems to keep the situation very traumatic. Somebody reliving a traumatic experience over and over again. And I do feel that there's definitely a negative dark energy that seems to be consuming the situation um, this month. A lot of you Aquariuses, your twin is either fire. I'm sorry, they're either water, earth, or fire. Okay, they have mommy issues. I can tell that it's somebody that is considered to be like a mama's boy. Very controlling, domineering, even has a certain level of mind control over your twin flame. Why is it that people like, and then also I can see witchcraft. Okay. I can see definite black magic being used. Um, there's nothing wrong with removing black magic because it's affecting you in other ways. I feel like a lot of Aquariuses have been going through depression. You've been going through anxiety and fears. You need to deal with the root of the problem. The root to the problem is directly related to their mother, and then also possibly somebody that they had a baby with. This person uses the child to control situations. And then also there's possibly some implied abuse. I'm going to neglect the baby if you're not here. I'm going to, it's people will do anything to control another person. People are absolutely dead set on controlling the situation. And I feel that spiritual work is going to need to be done. Otherwise, you can stay like this for a very long time. I can't even really see when this energy is going to be lifted up because I feel like there's so much confusion to the point where you yourself have allowed yourself to believe in the deception. There's a lot of deception, okay? A lot of it. It reminds me of that movie Monster in Law. Where this man fell in love with this woman and his mother had a party and was trying to manipulate him to be with his slutty ex What kind of mother would do something like that? A monster. Okay. Now, in the movie, of course, J Lo was with a fantasy man that, that really wasn't allowing his mother to do that. But in reality, a lot of males and females will allow their mother to manipulate the situation. Okay. And one thing that I can sense is the whole dynamic of, oh, he needs to have money, and, he doesn't or she doesn't have enough money. But, twin flames are absolutely meant to build together. It depends on your life purpose and your path with each other. Okay. And I do feel that there's a certain amount of bitterness. Same thing for the Pisces, but we'll move on to that. It's a certain amount of bitterness. Once a person has been wrapped up in deception for so long and they see their kids having an opportunity that they never took or they were never aware of, they start to get angry. They start to get, upset about the fact that, it was something that they could have changed that they didn't change. And so in turn, they don't want their kid to experience that. They want their kid to go through the same exact heartache and pain, which does have something to do with their father, but the father has already passed away or something like that, or either they've already moved on. And even though there was this false reality that was they gave into, you don't have to give in to that false reality with your twin, because they still carry the scars of losing this person that they really loved, but they did not have the capability, or they almost feel like they're a sacrifice, or that their life was sacrificed because they feel like God didn't help them or intervene. So that's why they work so hard to deny their own kid of the situation. Very complicated situation, could end up being so many different ways. I don't believe that it is a good idea for a child to grow up in that environment, to where you have a mother dynamic that wants to be a constant negative influence on the child's life because of what they went through. Okay. So this is a very complicated situation that looks like it's to be continued. But I can tell you that a lot of what you're hearing and you're seeing and you're sensing is not real. That's just like you're dreaming, you're having these nightmares of your twin, being with someone else. And these are falsely implanted ideas. Okay, on a major level. Okay. All right, moving on. Last but not least, the Pisces. Pisces, y'all have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse position. So again, the same dynamic. Queen of Pentacles is an outside influence that literally is control. The reason why they're running is because this person is connected to this person's solar plexus. It's almost like they have your twin flame solar plexus in bondage. So your twin literally has no self-confidence to pull through in the situation. Their self-confidence is gone. And it's because this person has a direct influence on them, kind of makes them feel as though, they can't sustain themselves financially, which is very scary. That's a very scary thought. A person that feels that they have financial control or power over a person, is going to be a very powerful outside influence. I feel like what Spirit is saying is for you to work on self and to work on the situation. and for you to start to work on taking not only their power back, but yours as well. Okay, because they're being used. They may even be getting trafficked in some kind of weird subliminal way, some kind of trafficking. People that use other people for some kind of sick validation and it's not real, that's considered to be trafficking also. So it's a real sick, very narcissistic situation with whoever this earth sign is. It's either a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. Um, and it's almost like bondage and slavery that they need to release themselves from. So they're not necessarily running, they're being taken by something that they feel is more powerful than them. And then also, specifically for the Cancers, the Leos, the Libras, and actually all of you, your twin flame is running from their life purpose. Okay, so they do have a lot of fear. But for the Pisceans specifically, it's a job. It's their job that is being threatened. Oh, if you go and be with this person, I'm going to get you fired from your job. I'm going to cut you off financially, which can be a very scary situation. And so it's not necessarily the right time, the month of November, for them to say, okay, I don't care. Sometimes you have to break free of a financially domineering situation so that you can manifest your own power. I mean, everybody that does it seems to level up or get away from that situation. Somebody that makes somebody feel as though they have financial control over them, when the person breaks free, what happens? They realize that that person was a liar. They realize that, it wasn't real. You know what I'm saying? And so this could be their mother holding their will over their head. So your twin does have to get over like that narcissistic tendency to where they would walk away from something that is the most valuable thing in their life or valuable person for money. Okay, because like I said, all money ain't good money. So I can sense that it's probably their mother. They may have some kind of absorbent life insurance policy, and they're saying, if you go and do that, I'm cutting you out of my will. Time for them to walk away and say, hey, you're not gonna control me any longer with your money. When they do that, that's when they're gonna have financial freedom. That is when they're going to actually truly start to manifest. When they say, listen, however much the life insurance policy is, I can't in turn give up my life and somebody that I love for this. And please believe that these people will go as far as to threaten people's lives. There's a movie. It's a Lifetime movie, actually. I can't think of the name of it, but it's a movie about a mother. And this is the dynamic of the narcissistic mother. I mean, I'm going to figure out the name of that movie and I'm going to come back and let y'all know what the name of it is. But some of y'all probably know what movie I'm talking about. This woman wanted to control her son so bad that she actually got the love of his life murdered. She actually murdered this lady. This is how deep the rabbit hole can sometimes go with these types of controlling, domineering authority figures over your life. And while, a lot of you guys don't necessarily have to fear the Reaper, this is something that they will be willing to go that far in doing. Like, she had his wife killed. She already screwed up their relationship. She was already trying to take control and power over the grandchildren. She actually had her killed. Goes to show how far that will go. And by the way, um, as I was watching this movie, I realized that This can be changed with witchcraft. Of course they want to kill you. Of course they're going to threaten to kill you. Okay? But I feel like these energies, these negative spirits that actually did get this poor lady killed, I felt like if this woman was doing some kind of protection magic, that it probably wouldn't have happened at all, but it did happen in this movie. Okay, it did. I'm gonna throw a card for Ophiuchus, which is the next card coming up, which is the Two of Wands in the reverse position. So Ophiuchus, for you guys, the reason why your twin flame is running is because they are running from themselves, of course. They are running from their life purpose. They are running from their identity. They are having identity issues that is really, really coming from their roots, the way that they were raised, and then also even a past relationship. So I do feel as though with the Two of Wands in the reverse position, that's a very good indication that you are going to come into union in the month of November, but the problems are still going to be there. You just have to work on them. You have to be patient with them, Ophiuchus, because this is something that's been ingrained in them their whole life. And it does bring about frustration. It does make you feel like this person is weak or weak-minded, because they are. But you still love them. You can't deny that. You undeniably still love them, even though. So I feel like what you have to do is you have to, sort of be. What I can sense is that talking directly to them is not going to necessarily help the situation, but more so going in through spirit and planting better seeds in them. Okay, and this can actually be done with root work. Okay, root work and spell work and witchcraft is not a bad thing, especially when it comes to situations like this. There's nothing wrong with that, because they've already been rooted in these false ideologies. They've already been rooted in that, and so now they need to be rerouted. Okay. And then for a lot of you Ophiuchus people, I can tell that this person still lives with their parents. Why do you think they still live with their parents? Why do people still live with their parents in their 30s, 40s, and 50s? It's because the parent has kept their child close to them their whole life as a codependency. So don't judge them because of that. It was the way that they were raised. They weren't necessarily raised to be independent. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm going to do an overall message, a healing message for the twin flames, and then I'm going to go. Again, guys, purchase your readings, your personal readings on the website. Okay, I'm directing everybody towards the website or either PayPal. Okay. All right. So, Spirit gave me the reading before I even asked. You will get past the fear, the pain. This represents judgment, the judgment from others. Two of Cups upright. Yes, they do love you. Yes, they do. They do love you. They do want to be with you. The Justice card comes up in the reverse position, indicating false information. Again, false things, lies. Okay, lies. Don't be sensitive to liars. Okay, Two of Pentacles comes up in the upright position, indicating change is coming. And then also, if you are separated from your twin, that the separation is necessary. Okay, there is a universal mind control that is being done as well. Okay, universally, there's a mind control. Okay, there is a direct initiative universally. I'm not saying that it's coming from the universe, but it's coming from the community. Okay, because the community is bitter. There's a lot of bitter, very bitter, angry people that are abusing the twins, emotionally and mentally. This is something that this is a card of healing. Okay, I do feel that spirit is saying with this last card for you guys to block those people out. Anybody that is focused, they have a direct focus on it. It's like, well, why are you focused on me? What do you want? It's time for you to separate yourself mentally. And then also there's going to be a reality shift. Whoever this Queen of Swords is, this energy represents a very, very bitter person. This card also represents a very bitter and hurt person. This represents the head. This card represents the heart. Outside influences, they've got negative karma coming to them. Okay, they do. And because it seems so unfair. It seems unfair. Why do I have to go through this? Why do I have to deal with this? This is so unfair. Why is God forsaking me? It is going to be an end game with that. Okay. I feel personally that with the justice card coming up reversed, and then also this card keyword being changed, that the power that all of this false indoctrination has been having over you, whether or not it's because all twin flames are not meant to be together romantically. They're not always meant to be together, but most of you are. Okay, most of you, like 99% of you, it's only a small, very small percentage of twin flames that are not meant to have a romantic connection. A lot of this stuff is going to be a distant memory. Okay, so there will be justice in the situation, but I feel like it's going to change. Yes, these outside influences are going to continue to work hard until they give up. They're going to give up. They're actually going to get tired of it and say, you know what, I need to give up on this situation because you can't argue with God. Like I said, twin flames were brought together by God, not by man. Okay, so marriages that you see in the church or in the justice of the peace, those were marriages that were done by man. Those are man-made ideologies and marriages. They have nothing to do with the sacred divine. Not really. Okay. All right, y'all. I will see y'all later. Love and light.